Hey, you're listening to Mic'd Up with Mama Shaun, the podcast where purpose meets play and passion turns into power. I am your host, Rashawn Webb, but around here they call me Mama Shaun. The name was first spoken by a little boy who called me Mom before I even understood what that title meant. But now I carry it with pride as a mentor, a coach, and a mother to many. From running my child care center and my child care training company, coaching CEOs and leading with faith, I am here to help you grow with grace, build with purpose, and lead from the heart. So let's get mic'd up and dig in. Hey everyone. Hey, welcome to a new episode of Mic'd Up with Mama Shaun. Thank you for being a part of our episode today. It is a rainy day in San Antonio, but that's okay. I'm here to hang out with you. So this is episode 3, where we are discussing that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And so I want to ask you this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or this night, is your cup empty? Where are you on your cup? Where are you in your cup? Think of a measuring cup. Every aspect of that cup has numbers and measurements that we use to pour things into for the right amount of ingredient that we need for our finished product, right? Where are you on your cup? Let's talk about exhaustion. Not the kind that naps fix, but the kind that makes you sit straight or slumped, and it sits in your shoulders, your spirit, and in your patience. Is your cup empty? Welcome back to this episode, and today I need you to hear this clearly. Burnout is not a personal failure. For those of you that know, I work in childcare, and our burnout is real. What we deal with on a daily is real, and the appreciation or the lack thereof is real as well. And so there are many days where us as leaders, we're over exhausted, where some think that we are over exaggerating when we are overly tired. So if we are over all of those things, how can we pour from an empty cup? Burnout doesn't mean that you're weak. Oh, no. Burnout does not mean that you're weak. It just means you need a break. You're tired. For me, if you know me, you know I go to Disney. That is my escape. Some people make fun of it. I don't care. If they do, I don't know. I don't really care. People drink. People go clubbing. People like to have affairs. And that's what they do to cope with their burnout. But I go to Disney, and I plan to go this year. And I plan to do something that I've never done this time, is not answer my phone with emergencies. But burnout just simply means you've been strong for too long without support. And let me tell you, when you're at the top, unless you don't have something above you, it all stops with you. And that means that the burnout is real. I made it my mission in 2026 not to take on people's problems, issues, or concerns about me and with me that have nothing to do with me. And I did that because in doing that, their problem becomes my problem. And I don't have time to deal with my own because I'm too busy dealing with theirs. Some of us learn to push through it, to power through, to sacrifice ourselves for the work, the people, and the mission. I put in a lot of time sacrificing for the work of early childhood. From my phone, as soon as I wake up, I get text messages. As soon as I go to bed, I get emails. Phone rings all the time. When I do my best to make myself unavailable to concentrate on certain things. My phone rings the most. However, that's part of the gig, right? People call, people inquire because they know I could have the answer. And that does become a burden, but that also kind of helps you solve the problem. And who does not want to feel like a hero? But Superman, although fake as these characters are, there are some characteristics that we acquire and that we are born with that resemble Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, and Iron Man. They all have strength. They all have a know-how, and they all know how to fight the enemy, right? So ask yourself, what drains me the most right now? What is draining you right now? What is draining you? Is it your family? Is it your kids? Is it you? What is draining you? What am I pretending doesn't affect me? Right? We all can say, oh, this doesn't affect me, or this doesn't. But guess what? Something does. Because that's what happens. So what is affecting you right now that's bringing you not joy, not peace? What is affecting you? When was the last time you said, I rested without guilt? When was the last time that you were able to rest, relax, and not feel like, oh my gosh, I should have, I didn't, oh my gosh. Rest doesn't mean you're giving up. It just simply means you're choosing longevity. Rest means I'm choosing to just relax. I'm choosing to just relax, let my body slump, let my body get some rest for a few minutes. Sometimes it's hard to rest because there's always something to do, or there's something that always needs to be done. Do you have a hard time resting? Are you ashamed to get some rest? Do you feel guilty in getting some rest? Rest isn't laziness. Rest is leadership maintenance. Rest is leadership maintenance. We always use the analogy of a tune-up or a oil change or a brake job or all these different things that our cars need to function. Okay, you need things to function as well. Whether you go to church and that's how you get your peace, whether you travel, whether you spend time with your friends, you spend time with the people who bring you joy. But the truth is, we don't say it loud enough. When we as leaders, we run on empty, everybody feels it. When we run on empty, things don't get done, don't get accomplished. When we run on empty, things seem to falter and fall through because I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up. There's too much. It's just too much. So how do I make this work? How, as a leader, do I get some well-deserved rest? Simple. Make it up in your mind tomorrow. It's, when the whole world's getting ready to shut down because of the weather tomorrow. So that's a perfect time to get some rest, right? Everyone is talking about snowmageddon and all these different things, and perfect time to get some rest because it's going to probably be too cold to do much of anything. Go back to knitting. If knitting is what gave you rest, go back to praying. Go back to reading your Bible. Go back to reading a book. The things that you used to do, but life and being busy took that away from you. What filled your cup at one time? There's got to be something. So what is it? Is it too far removed from your mind that you forgot? Is it too far gone that you have forgotten the things that you like to do? For me, I can scroll and doom scroll TikTok for hours because that implies my thumbs moving and that is it. I don't have to talk. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to do anything. I just scroll and laugh. And that could be bad sometimes too because there are still things that need to be done and I need to do it in moderation. But I also like to read, pick up a book and read. I like to spend time with my mom. I like to spend time with the people that bring me joy. I love to go to SeaWorld with my babies and at one time someone else called her baby mama, but my god kids and their mom, we love to hang out at SeaWorld together and go to Aquatica together. I did that most of the summer, and that brought me so much joy. And we laughed and had a good time, and loved to go to Disney. The things that I used to do and love to do. Those are the things that bring me joy. So, what brings you joy? What are those things that used to bring you joy? It's time to bring them back. It's time to bring them back. So think about it. Think about what those things are and what they used to be. Who cares what it could be? But the objective is you cannot be what someone else needs you to be if you're empty. Because at this point, you're running on what? Fumes? You're going to mess up your internal battery, your internal oil can or whatever. I know jack squat about cars, except for how to put gas in it. And even then, I don't want to know that. I know who to go to for oil change, but that's it. But imagine if your car ran out of oil. How long can you get around driving without oil? You need an oil change, right? We need to change the air filter. We need to change the fuel pump and the spark plugs. Now, I know things, but I don't know where they go and what they do. But all the things that make for a running vehicle need some sort of maintenance. You, your body, your mind, your heart need maintenance. So what are you doing to maintenance your mind, your body, and your heart? In closing, you are allowed to pause. So let's pause while you listen. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to stop. You are allowed to reflect. You are allowed to put your phone down, close your eyes, and just listen to my voice. You are allowed. Who says that you can't? Who says that you can't? So I'm going to do something for you right now in this space. I am going to read you a story. That's right. I'm going to read you a story because right now this is about you pausing because you're allowed to pause. Ready? Remember, phones down. No movement, just pause because this one is for you. Good night, moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of a cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noise everywhere. You are also allowed to say no. You're allowed to take care of yourself without any explanation. All right, here's our mic'd up moment. Resting isn't quitting, it's refueling. Resting is not quitting, it's refueling. If this episode was a blessing to you and it spoke to you, I want to know. Send me an email, mic'd up with Mama Shaun at Gmail or childcaremedia at Yahoo, or you can send me a text, 210-315-1206. I want to know. Be good and stay warm.